George W. Bush Republican. Barack Obama Democratic. The 2008 United States presidential election was the 56th quadrennial presidential election, held on Tuesday, November 4, 2008. The Democratic ticket of Barack Obama, the junior U.S. Senator from Illinois, and Joe Biden, the senior U.S. Senator from Delaware, defeated the Republican ticket of John McCain, the senior Senator from Arizona, and Sarah Palin, the Governor of Alaska. Obama became the first African American ever to be elected to the presidency, as well as being only the third sitting United States Senator elected president, joining Warren G. Harding and John F. Kennedy. Incumbent Republican President George W. Bush was ineligible to pursue a third term due to the term limits established by the 22nd Amendment. McCain secured the Republican nomination by March 2008, defeating former Governors Mitt Romney, Mike Huckabee, and other challengers. The Democratic primaries were marked by a sharp contest between Obama and the initial frontrunner, Senator Hillary Clinton. Clinton's victory in the New Hampshire primary made her the first woman to win a major party's presidential primary. NB 1, after a long primary season, Obama secured the Democratic nomination in June 2008. Early campaigning focused heavily on the Iraq War and Bush's unpopularity. McCain supported the war, as well as a troop surge that had begun in 2007, while Obama strongly opposed the war. Bush endorsed McCain, but the two did not campaign together, and Bush did not appear in person at the 2008 Republican National Convention. Obama campaigned on the theme that Washington must change, while McCain emphasized his experience. The campaign was strongly affected by the onset of a major financial crisis, which peaked in September 2008. McCain's decision to suspend his campaign during the height of the financial crisis backfired as voters viewed his response as erratic. Citation needed. Obama won a decisive victory over McCain, winning the Electoral College and the popular vote by a sizable margin, including states that had not voted for the Democratic presidential candidate since 1976, North Carolina, and 1964, Indiana and Virginia. Obama received the largest share of the popular vote won by a Democrat since Lyndon B. Johnson in 1964 and was the first Democrat to win an outright majority of the popular vote since Jimmy Carter in 1976. Obama's total count of 69.5 million votes stood as the largest tally ever won by a presidential candidate until 2020, when this was surpassed by both major party candidates and a high turnout election. Obama flipped 9 states that had voted Republican in 2004, Colorado, Florida, Indiana, Iowa, Nevada, New Mexico, North Carolina, Ohio, and Virginia. He won an electoral vote based on Nebraska's 2nd Congressional District, one of 5 allocated in this way nationally, including the 2, unflipped, one in Maine. Article 2 of the United States Constitution provides that the President and Vice President of the United States must be natural-born citizens of the United States, at least 35 years old, and residents of the United States for a period of at least 14 years. Candidates for the presidency typically seek the nomination of one of the political parties, in which case each party devises a method, such as a primary election, to choose the candidate the party deems best suited to run for the position. Traditionally, the primary elections are indirect elections where voters cast ballots for a slate of party delegates pledged to a particular candidate. The party's delegates then officially nominate a candidate to run on the party's behalf. The general election in November is also an indirect election, where voters cast ballots for a slate of members of the Electoral College. These electors in turn directly elect the president and vice president. President George W. Bush, a Republican and former governor of Texas, was ineligible to seek re-election to a third term due to the 22nd Amendment. In accordance with Section 1 of the 20th Amendment, his term expired at noon Eastern Standard Time on January 20, 2009. Also ineligible to run for an additional term as president was past 2-term President Bill Clinton. While neither of them ran, former Presidents Jimmy Carter and George H.W. Bush, each having served only 1 term, were both eligible to run for a second term as president. Media speculation had begun almost immediately after the results of the 2004 presidential election were released. In the 2006 midterm elections, the Democrats regained majorities in both houses of the U.S. Congress. 4. Early polls taken before anyone had announced a candidacy had shown Senators Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama as the most popular potential Democratic candidates. 5. Nevertheless, the media speculated on several other candidates, including Al Gore, the runner-up in the 2000 election, John Kerry, the runner-up in the 2004 election, John Edwards, Kerry's running mate in 2004, Senator from Delaware Joe Biden, New Mexico Governor Bill Richardson, Iowa Governor Tom Vilsack, and Indiana Senator Evan Bayh. 6. Edwards was one of the first to formally announce his candidacy for the presidency, on December 28, 2006. This run would be his second attempt at the presidency. 7. Clinton announced intentions to run in the Democratic primaries on January 20, 2007. 8. Obama announced his candidacy on February 10 in his home state of Illinois. 8.